tricky, I was trying to get low. I felt guilty asking mama for shoes. Weekends at my dad's house, granny face on the news. That's when I knew that LAPD is shoot. My immediate roots had me wrestling a demon or two. Pops left, I say I'm leaving with you. Used to cry when you dropped me off. Broken home, left a lot of scars. How I chose to deal with it almost got me washed.
It's your boy Wavy. Stay Wavy TV back at y'all with another one. Let's get it, man. Let's talk about that boy Big Sean. So Big Sean just dropped a new album called Better Me Than You. You understand what I'm saying? This is Big Sean's first album since 2020 when he put out the sequel to his classic mixtape, Detroit. You understand what I'm saying? And it was received very well, man. People loved it. Now, I don't think it's better than Detroit, but I mean, for a sequel, you know, it was great. You understand what I'm saying? It was dope. Now, interestingly, Big Sean put out a deluxe project for Detroit 2 years later in 2002. And then he basically went on a hiatus again. And now he's back with a new project, man, a new album. Now, let me start by saying this, right? Not only has Big Sean not put out an album for 4 years, but Big Sean wasn't doing no features, man. Like, you don't really see Big Sean collaborate with the younger artists. You haven't seen Big Sean do no big features in the last 4 years. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, that's a disservice to your fans, bro. Like, you go 4 years without putting out an album and you don't do no features. You're not working with the younger generation of artists. You understand what I'm saying? And then you just pop back up 4 years later like the world's gonna stop when you drop an album. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's just not realistic, bruh. It's just not realistic. Like, you know, like when you look at J. Cole, right? J. Cole may go a year or two, maybe 3 without putting out an album, but you know J. Cole's gonna do features, right? Like, Big Sean is known for doing features with the younger generation of artists like 21 Savage, and he's known for smoking the nigga on his own song. Like, anytime J. Cole do a feature, you know J. Cole, he's going to be at the start of the show. His verse is going to be better than whoever he's featured with, right? Look at the song he did with Drake. Look at the song that he did with Drake on For All the Dogs. He smoked Drake on his own song. You understand what I'm saying? Like, J. Cole is known for doing that, bruh. Now, Drake is known for doing the same thing, right? Like, now listen, now Drake, we all know Drake is going to put out a project every year, right? Even if it's not an album, it may be a mixtape, it may be an EP. But one thing you know, Drake is always going to do features, bruh. And 9 times out of 10, his feature is going to be better than the artist as well, right? That's part of the reason why Drake has been number one for the last 15 years. You feel me? Kendrick Lamar, he doesn't do as many features as Drake and J. Cole does. He's very selective. But when Kendrick Lamar does a feature, you know Kendrick Lamar is going to have the best verse, bruh. Look at the hottest song of 2024. Future, Metro Boomin, and Kendrick Like That. Taking shots at Drake. You know, that's the hottest song to come out this year so far. We got to give respect when it's due. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I want y'all to leave a comment. What feature has Big Sean done in the last 4 years since he put out his last album? What feature has Big Sean done that was good, that was a hit, that performed well on the Billboard charts, and you was like, damn, Big Sean's verse was hard? He hasn't done any. You can't name one. If I'm wrong, leave a comment. Let me know. So, let's get into the album, right? Better Me Than You. This album has received a lot of criticism from a lot of people, right? I was even watching the Joe Budden podcast, and they were talking about how Ice, I was listening specifically to Ice and Parks, right? And Ice was saying that, you know, he respects that Big Sean is, you know, talking about mental health and talking about, you know, he has kids now and talking about, you know, just his battles, you know, as a man and just showing his growth and his evolution and his maturity. But he thinks that this album was very boring, right? It was very just too chill, too peaceful, too positive, right? And I agree with Ice, right? Like, because when a person listens to music, it's for entertainment, right? Now, you know, some people, they may want to listen to a song like that's motivational, or they may want to listen to a song in the club, or they may want to listen to a song when they're depressed and they want to feel uplifted, right? But to make an entire project just being super positive, super uplifting, super chill, super monotone, that'll just make a person go to sleep. You understand what I'm saying? Like if anybody was playing this Big Sean album in the car, bruh, and you're on a road trip where you got to drive somewhere that's 3 hours or 10 hours away. If you listen to this new Big Sean album, my nigga, you may fall asleep behind the wheel and die. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I agree with Ice. Now, Parks was saying that Big Sean is this generation's Fabulous with a bigger budget. Now, I understand the correlation because Fabulous and Big Sean, they both have very laid back rap styles, right? Like they're both very chill, laid back, very mellow, very monotone. But Big Sean has songs that's not like Big Sean has hit songs that's very uppity. Like Fabulous don't got no song that sounds like I Don't Fuck With You. Fabulous don't got no hit song that sounds like Blessings. You understand what I'm saying? Fabulous don't got no song that sounds like ass. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I think that was a horrible comparison. Like, I see what Parks was trying to say, but Fabulous and Big Sean is two complete different art. They don't even rap about the same shit. Fabulous and Big Sean don't even rap about the same shit, bruh. When you look at Fabulous's hit songs, it's usually songs for the ladies specifically. Right? Like, Fabulous, bruh, like, he got the bars. He makes songs for the ladies. Now, if we talking about mixtape Fabulous just raps his ass off. Fabulous, he even throw some auto-tune on his voice sometimes and will bar a nigga up and have the coldest hook. But their styles are different, right? So with that being said, Big Sean is receiving a lot of criticism for this project. And what's interesting about it is, a couple of days before this album came out, Big Sean did an Instagram live. And he was talking about how he caught COVID. And he said he's been paying attention to the negative comments on the songs that he put out before the album came out. And it was getting to him. It was causing him to overthink. And he was feeling insecure. And he wanted to push the album back because he feels like it wasn't ready to come out. And he started crying. But the reason why he put it out is because he had a conversation with his mom. And his mom uplifted him and told him to put the album out, right? Now, in my opinion, bruh, shout out to Big Sean's mom. She did what she was supposed to do, you know, because you don't never want your son to feel insecure. You know, she did the right thing by, you know, uplifting Big Sean's spirit. But Big Sean should have trusted his first instinct, bruh. Because at the end of the day, Big Sean's mom isn't an artist. She's not a rapper. She's not a singer, right? She's a supporter of her son. Big Sean is an artist. Big Sean is a rapper. Big Sean has been in the game for more than 10 years now, right? And the fact of the matter is this, right? We've always known Big Sean for putting out a hit song before his albums come out, right? When you look at his first album, Finally Famous, he had that hit song with Chris Brown, Like It's My Last. He had the Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay with Roscoe Dash, right? Hit song, Roscoe Dash and Kanye West. Hit songs, right? Dark Sky Paradise. He had the Blessing song with Drake, right? So when you look at that, like, we're used to Big Sean putting out hits. Like, I Don't Fuck With You, that's a hit. You feel me? With this album, Big Sean put like 2 or 3 songs out and nobody gave a fuck. Now, I will say this. I do think a lot of that has to do with Drake and Big Sean beefing with each other. Because I remember when Big Sean put out one of the songs for this album, it was right around the time when Kendrick and Drake was dropping songs at each other. You feel me? Like Kendrick was putting out the Euphoria, the Meet the Grahams, the Not Like Us. Drake was putting out the Family Matters and the Heart Part Whatever. And you understand what I'm saying? Like the whole world stopped when Drake and Kendrick was beefing at each other, right? And rightfully so, Kendrick Lamar pretty much had the spotlight on him. right? So I feel like that has a lot to do with why nobody was paying attention to Big Sean, right? Because Big Sean was putting out singles for his album while the two biggest rappers in the world is beefing with each other, right? Like most people in the world think that Drake or Kendrick is the number one rapper in the world. Either or. You may have one at number one, you may have the other one at number two. Some people got J. Cole as number one, right? So with that being said, Big Sean ain't put no hits out for this album, bruh. Right? And when the album finally came out, I got a chance to listen to it, bruh. Right? I listened to it from start to finish. Right? And this is a very boring album. You understand what I'm saying? It's very laid back. It's very monotone. Like, there's no songs on this album that you can listen to when you in the club. There's no songs on this album that you can listen to when you want to go to the gym and work out. Like, this is an album that you listen to when you want to meditate. This is an album that you listen to when you're having trouble going to sleep because you got to go to work early in the morning. You understand what I'm saying? Anybody out there, bro, if you having trouble sleeping at night, bro, and your melatonin pills aren't working, just play this Big Sean album. It's going to put your ass right to sleep. Guaranteed. Right? Now, my favorite song on the album is It Is What It Is featuring Bryson Tiller and Kodak Black. That's a dope song, right? But even that song, once again, is very laid back, very chill, very positive, right? It's nothing rowdy. Nothing rowdy. You feel me? So I feel like this is gonna be Big Sean's worst selling album. I think the first week sales are gonna be the lowest of his career. And we are witnessing the fall off of Big Sean. And the reason why this is happening is because Big Sean went 4 years without putting out an album. He was not working with the younger artists, right? People always criticize Drake for that, bruh. But a big reason why Drake has always been relevant, he's always collaborating with the younger artists. Always. You have to. Because hip hop is it's a young genre, bro. Like, hip hop is really for young people, bro. Let's be honest, right? Like, in order to maintain your relevance, you have to constantly connect with the younger generation. The kids that's in elementary school, middle school, and high school and college. Those are the people that get to dictate whether you're cool or whether you're going to stay relevant. And if you're not working with a younger artist, and if you're going years or months without putting out material, you're going to fall off. You're going to fall off. Now, Kendrick Lamar can go 2 or 3 years without putting out an album because Kendrick Lamar, he's solidified. He has classic albums. Good Kid, Mad City. You feel me? His albums have had a bigger impact than Big Sean's albums. Right? Like Big Sean's Hall of Fame album. That's my favorite Big Sean album. A lot of people didn't like that album. That album was very criticized. I think Big Sean's most popular album is Dark Sky Paradise. Right? I loved Big Sean's first album, Finally Famous. Right? But like I said, his albums have not had the same impact as an artist like Drake and Kendrick, even J. Cole. Like, Big Sean has always been, people have always been iffy with Big Sean. Like, you either like him or you don't like him. It's no in between. There's no people out there that kind of like Big Sean. You feel me? It's either you like him or you don't like him. But I just think that's because when you look at Big Sean as a rapper, right? Like, he's one of those rappers that he can switch his style up, right? Like, he can do a song for the ladies. He can do a Like It's My Last with Chris Brown. He can do a I Don't Fuck With You record. Like, Big Sean can switch it up. But the mistake he made with this new album, Better Me Than You, is he was just too laid back. It sounded like Big Sean was smoking some good ass weed this whole album, and he was high. You feel me? Like, maybe Big Sean should have been drinking a little bit of Hennessy recording this album. Maybe Big Sean should have been on that Casamigos. You feel me? Maybe Big Sean should have popped a perk or a Molly while recording this album, because it was just too laid back, too chill, too positive. You feel me? Like, at the end of the day, man, you got to remember, man, music is entertainment. People want to be entertained. People want to hear a beat, and a beat, they go, damn. People want to hear you rap with a high level of energy, bruh. Big Sean sound like he was down there finna fall asleep on every song of this album, bruh. You understand what I'm saying? So, listen, Big Sean is in a very, very, very critical place in his career right now, bruh. Because whatever Big Sean does next is make or break. This album is already an L. There's nothing he can do about it, right? What Big Sean needs to do, Big Sean needs to put out another album before the end of the year. And I'm going to tell you how we should do it. Big Sean needs to drop some hit songs with the younger generation of artists, bruh. Start from scratch. Make a new album. Put out a single with Boss Man D-Lo. Put out a single with Lil Uzi Vert. You feel me? Like, put out a single with 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying? Put out a single with Moneybagg Yo. Put out a, you know what I'm saying? And you can work with, he can work with the older generation, do a song with Future. You feel me? Put out a song with Future. You feel me? Like, Big Sean needs to work with artists that's known for dropping hits, bruh. Like, for the clubs and for the streets, bruh. That's, and like I said, Big Sean is 100% capable of putting out a hit song that's like uppity, that's turned up. He's done it before. But I think Big Sean, he's older. He has a kid now. He's more mature. Big Sean is almost in his 40s. Big Sean ain't, in his mind, Big Sean's not trying to do what the rappers in their 20s and the teens in the 20s doing, bro. Big Sean is, in his mind, he's in his own lane. He's in his own lane, bro. But him being in his own lane, bro, it may be his downfall, bro. Because look at Wale. Wale fell off. Look at Meek Mill. Meek Mill fell off. You want to know why? Because they had a tough time connecting with the younger generation. Their music became expired. Their music doesn't fit what's hot in hip hop right now today. So Big Sean, if you're listening to this video, my nigga, you gotta make adjustments, bruh. Work with the younger generation and switch the sound up, bruh. Big Sean, we don't got a problem with you having 2 songs on the album that's very chill and relaxed and positive, and you talking about mental illness. But don't make a whole fucking album about it. Nobody want to hear that shit, bruh.